We all chant the Vedas. Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha, Sahasraksha Sahasrapat. What does it mean? God is one with 1,000 hands, 1,000 legs, 1,000 heads, 1,000 feet. How do we visualize that form of a God who has all these? Imagine 1,000 legs, feet, 1,000 heads you can visualize. Very intelligently the painters have put so many heads, but feet are 2 only. Hands are almost 10, 20, that's it. You can't paint more than. Because this is the imagination of the painter. God didn't stand there and said, okay, now paint me. Brahma has 4 heads, Shiva has all these characteristics. This is soaked in symbolism. What is the inner significance of the 4 hands of Vishnu? Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. Shankha means sound. God is the master of sound. Chakra means time. God is the master of time. Padma means beauty. He is the most beautiful. Gada means power. He is the most powerful. This is the symbolism. The 4 heads of Brahma symbolize the 4 Vedas. Similarly, the Shiva also, the trident symbolizes 3 times, 3 gunas, Trikala. Trinetra symbolizes the power to see into the future. The Chandrama symbolizes the beauty. The Ganga symbolizes the consciousness. All of these are full of symbolism. Similarly, the Purushottam's description symbolizes that Sahasra Shirsha Purushara means that God is present in the form of thousands and thousands of beings on this earth. That time there were thousands of beings. Today there should have been Koti Shirsha Purusha. Crores of Purushas. Not males. Purusha means Purusha Tattva. That is the core of our being. Which means we are all part of the Supreme Divinity. That is our identity. We are not distinct. We are all one. And that is the kind of equality of understanding that is a prerequisite for surrender. We do not need to distinguish between this and that as this is divine and that is not divine. Everything is divine, including us. Please do not preclude yourselves from divinity. There's a beautiful example from the life of Shirdi Baba, of that dog. The lady had called Shirdi Baba home to have food, and Shirdi Baba didn't come. And this dog came in the evening time, and it was hovering around the food. It almost grabbed one chapati and ran. And this lady ran behind the dog and hit it with a stick. The dog somehow escaped. Then she went to Dwarka Mai, and there Shirdi Baba was sitting. So she said, Baba, I called you for food. You said you will come. You didn't come. I waited the whole day. So Shirdi Baba said, I came. But instead of giving me food, you hit me with a stick. So the lady said, Baba, how can I hit you with a stick? He said, yes. And then he moved a piece of cloth from his legs and showed, and there were stick marks there. The lady said, Swami, I never even saw you. How can I dare to hit you like this? He said, didn't you hit that dog when it was running away with that chapati from your house? I am in that dog also. Even that dog has divinity. When you want to feed me, when you want to serve me, you need to see me in all of that. There is no distinction. And every great sage and saint of our land, whether it is Tyagaraja,
Shimano, Brahmano, Shivakesavadulalo,
whether it is Annamacharya,
బ్రహ్మముక్కటే పరబ్రహ్మముక్కటే పరబ్రహ్మముక్కటే పరబ్రహ్మముక్కటే
whether it is Narsi Mehta,
अखिल ब्रह्मांड मां एक तू श्री हरि जूझवे रूपे अनंत भासे.
every part of India, you will see the last part of their message is always on equality of all creation. Brahma Mukkate, Parabrahma Mukkate, Chimalo, Brahmalo, Shiva Keshavadulalo. You are in the ant, you are in Brahma, you are in Shiva and Keshava, oh Rama, you are in everybody. This is the equality which is the prerequisite for surrender.